Hello, my friends. We're going to do this Check My Progress today on page 929, as well as the following lesson after it, lesson 4. So we're going to do a little bit of both today. So let's just check our progress on this. A triangle, true or false? A triangle with no congruent sides is a scalene triangle. So you might not remember that. So you're going to want to look back. Here's a scalene triangle, no congruent sides. So that is true. A polygon that has 4 sides and 4 angles is a pentagon. Well, you might remember, but in case you don't, you can turn back to page 904. The pentagon has 5 sides. So this is false. Sides or angles with the same measure. Sides or angles with the same measure are congruent. True. They have equal measures or equal sides. A right triangle is a triangle with 2 right angles. No, right triangles only have 1 right angle, so that's false. Okay, we're going to take a look here and name each polygon and see if it's regular. So this has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sides. So this is a pentagon, but is it regular or not regular? And remember, it's not regular if the sides are different lengths or the angles are different. So it's a not regular pentagon, excuse me. And then this one, we're going to count the sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They all appear to be the same length, and the angles appear to be the same. So this is a regular. It's 8-sided, so it's octagon. A regular octagon. This one has us measuring the sides. If you still have your little ruler, that would be awesome. If you don't, you can use your own ruler. We're measuring it to the 1/10 of a centimeter, so I've got it lined up on 0, so that's 1.12345. 1.5 centimeters and 1.5 centimeters and 1.5 centimeters, and describe the number of congruent sides. So this is 3 congruent sides. Three congruent sides on that one, because these 3 numbers are the same. Congruent means equal sides or equal angles. So let's measure these sides. Centimeters. I've got it lined up on my 0. I've got 3.4 centimeters. And then this one is 2.4 centimeters. And then this one is 2.5, or I think it's maybe 2.4 centimeters. So this has 2 congruent sides. 2 congruent sides. These ones here are both congruent. Okay, let's go to the back page. It says, name the polygon shown on the video screen on the right. Determine if it appears to be regular or not regular. So the polygon is a quadrilateral, or a rectangle. That's the specific quadrilateral it is. And does it appear to be regular? Oh, that side's a lot shorter than this side. So it's a not regular quadrilateral. Remember, you can pause it if you need more time to write that down. Feel free to use that pause, especially as I'm writing all these words and not drawing numbers. Okay, question number 10 says, Steve has 3 lengths of a fence. He connects them to make a triangular pen for his dog. If the lengths are 5 meters by 6 meters and 10 meters, what type of triangle is formed by the dog pin. So we know information about the sides, so we're going to go back to this page that said key concept, classify triangles by their sides. So there's no sides congruent, so it's a scalene triangle. So we'll go back here. There are no sides congruent, 5, 6, and 10, so it is a scalene triangle. Okay, name 11. Name the polygon shown at the banner. What shape is that? It's a triangle. And is it regular or not regular? Well, this one's short and these are long, so it's going to be not regular. Now, it's not, let's skip number 12 because I don't like that question. Let's do number 13. Lindsay was going to visit her grandmother, shop at the mall, and then return home. The route she took was the shape of a triangle. The distance between each place she visited was 10 miles. 10 miles, 10 miles, 10 miles. What type of triangle is formed by the root? Well, we're classifying by sides of a triangle. So you go back to this key concept page. If the sides, all sides are congruent, it is an equilateral triangle. Remember, equilateral means equal on all sides. An equilateral triangle. Okay, let's take a look at number 14. It says, Miguel has a ladder with legs of equal length. He opened the ladder and placed it on the floor. What type of triangle is made? So you imagine he has a ladder and it's got two sides. You can go up one side, it's like a step ladder, and down the other. And let's say it's 8 feet. It didn't tell us how long it is, but it told us it's the same. And then what kind of triangle is made here? Well, we know two sides are congruent. So we're going to go back here to our key concept. Two sides congruent is isosceles triangle. So that's B. An isosceles triangle has two congruent sides. Okay, now we're going to go on to sides and angles of quadrilaterals. So we're on the next page, page 923, lesson 4, and we're looking at sides and angles of quadrilaterals. Remember, a quadrilateral is a polygon with 4 sides and 4 angles. A quad is something you drive when you're out in the desert and you're having a good time. You drive your quad. It has 4 wheels. A quadrilateral has 4 sides and 4 angles. So it says to measure the sides and angles to determine if they're congruent and determine if sides are parallel. Complete the table. So let's take a look here with our ruler. And we're starting here with figure 1. So we're going to measure this line, and that's 3.5 centimeters. And then let's measure, oh, it's asking if opposite sides are congruent. So this opposite side, let's go here, is 2 centimeters. Well, that's not congruent. Let's check these two. We've got 1.5 here, and this opposite side is 1.9. So are the opposite sides congruent in figure 1? No. Okay. Are the opposite side lines parallel? Now remember, parallel means that 2 lines running forever would never touch. They keep going and they'd never cross each other. They just keep going forever without touching. It's like an equal sign. The equal lines are parallel. They would never cross. So this one we can see if it kept going, it would cross that one. that opposite side would cross. And this one here, they look similar, but watch, if we kept this going, eventually this would cross. So that one is not parallel. And then the opposite angles, are they congruent? Let's see. I've got an angle measure of 97 degrees. That's 97. And the opposite angle over here is, yikes, 147. No, not congruent. Okay, let's try figure 2. We're going to measure the sides. 2.4. And let's do the opposite side. It looks like it's going to be 2.4. Yep, 2.4. Now these lines also look like equal signs. They are parallel. Okay. And let's see. That's, this side is 2, and that's 2. So figure 2, the opposite sides are congruent. And the opposite sides are parallel. These lines would keep going forever without touching. So figure 2, but are the opposite angles the same? Are they congruent? Let's check. This angle here, I've got 55 degrees. And this angle here, I've got 55 degrees. This angle here, I've got 125 degrees. And this angle here, I have 125 degrees. So the opposite angles are also congruent on figure 2. Now let's do figure 3. We've got 2.8 and 2.8 centimeters. And I've got 1.8 and 1.8. So opposite sides are congruent. Figure 3. Are they parallel? Yes, this is like an equal sign going this way, and this is like an equal sign going up. So they're parallel. They would never run into each other. And then are the opposite angles congruent? Well, that's a 90-degree angle. That's a 90-degree angle. That's a 90-degree angle. And that's a 90-degree angle. So they're all right angles. So yes, the opposite angles are congruent. And finally, let me plug in my computer before my battery dies right here. Finally, we've got figure 4, which, oops, I just lost my measurer. Figure 4, we're going to measure these sides. So I've got 2 centimeters. And let's check the opposite side is 2 centimeters. And then I've got 2 centimeters. And this should be the same here, 2 centimeters. So the opposite sides are congruent in figure 4. And the opposite sides are parallel. They're like an equal sign and an equal sign. And the opposite angles, I believe these are all 90-degree angles too. Yes, 90 degrees. So 2, 3, and 4 all have that. So each of these figures has 4 sides and 4 angles. Hold on, you guys, my dogs are... Okay, so all of these are quadrilaterals. They have 4 sides and 4 angles. And figure 3, it says, does figure 3 have all of the attributes of figure 2? Well, yes, they're not the same. They have different angles and different measurements, but they have the same attributes. Yes, they both have 4 sides and 4 angles. Okay, so let's turn the page. And I'm going to skip this. I'm going to skip that one. Let's see. Let's move on. You know what? That is actually going to be it for today. That is actually going to be it for today. So we're going to finish there, so give yourself a happy face. We just had that. It's already been 15 minutes, and the dogs got me a little bit distracted. So we're going to just, let's finish off with page 926, the last page of this lesson, and we'll do 16, which one doesn't belong. Circle the quadrilateral that doesn't belong with the other 3. Explain your reasoning. So there's different things you could say here, as long as you explain why they're different. But I'm going to say this one, and this one doesn't belong because it is a regular quadrilateral. It has the same sides and the same angles, congruent sides and congruent angles. So which quadrilateral doesn't belong with the other? The square is the only regular quadrilateral of the group. These ones have different sides. This one has a short side and a long side, short side and a long side. Okay, great job everybody. Have a great